We are witnessing a very, very entertaining meltdown right now from the IWC on social media, the internet wrestling community, all because Roman Reigns has an opinion that they don't agree with. Yesterday, they were screaming how I acknowledge you, my tribal chief. Hail to the tribal chief. He's the greatest of all time, yada, yada, yada. And now today, because he has an opinion that they don't like, suddenly they're cussing him out. They're calling for him to be canceled. It seriously is a crazy, crazy meltdown that we're seeing right now. And it's all from mentally ill people, gender-confused weirdos, people with pronouns in their bio, and all you can do is laugh at these losers, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So Roman Reigns tells Vanity Fair that he supports Donald Trump. I support our president. Trump is one of those guys where he's got a vast history, a huge background. He's been in entertainment. He's been in business politics. He says, I'm supporting a bright future for our country, positive and competent leadership for us to be what we're supposed to be, a world leader, and carry that respect and do what a world power like us should be doing. And so he's like, he needs opposition to bounce off of. He needs that competition to motivate him or something. This is who Trump is. And this statement right here has created a monumental meltdown right here. This account, Lisa Green right here, says a saga in 2 minutes about the IWC meltdown over Roman Reigns supporting President Trump. Peak mental illness you won't see in any other fandom. I disagree with the fact that you won't see that in any other fandom. Any of these fandoms where their hero has an opinion, especially on Donald Trump, they all freak out. We've seen it in Star Wars. We'll see it in Marvel. We'll see it in DC. We've seen it in sports. These people are fucking broken. It's why I always put it out there on Front Street. I'm a Trump supporter. If you don't like that, I don't give a fuck. But to be fair, you shouldn't worry or care what my political opinions are, because it really doesn't matter. But if it matters to you so much that you want to try and screech and cry and whine, then so be it. I will never apologize for it because I don't care. And I don't actually want people like this that are so mentally broken over one opinion to be a fan of mine anyway, because they will always cancel you. Look at me. I'm not even a fan of Roman Reigns. I'm a fan of CM Punk. Phil Brooks, which is CM Punk's real life name, Phil Brooks is a left-wing nut job. But I think CM Punk is a very entertaining wrestler. He's fantastic in the ring. He's fantastic on the mic. He's been in the game for a long time. I followed him when he left WWE, went to AEW. Now he's back in WWE. I've appreciated the story that they're trying to tell. It's cool that he put his differences behind him with Triple H. But Phil Brooks probably would hate my guts if he knew who I was, because that's the type of person that Phil Brooks is. He's still an entertaining wrestler. These broken losers loved Roman Reigns yesterday, hate him today. Let's go over it right here. So this is the announcement right here. Now there's a lot right here. So this person right here is like, I cut my family off for who I voted for, who they voted for. You cut your family off, and now you're crying over Roman Reigns. Amazing. This is so good. You have a, wait, what was this? So you have a black wife, half black kids. What are you doing, Joseph? Seriously. I don't agree with everything. What do you agree with, my boy? Because all of this shit is inherently evil. Well, to be clear, I agree with 95% of what Trump says and does. Yeah, 95%. I mean, there's a few things. So, see, this is why we stand Seth, the best member of the Shield. These people are absolutely broken. Seth Rollins, the only N-word with some sense in the wrestling. What does that mean? What does that even mean? Double stomp that man, Seth Rollins. Holy crap, this person, that... I would like to pull that picture. Well, probably wouldn't want to pull that picture up. It's pretty terrifying, but that would be a hell of a meme to share right there. So your MAGA ass can go ahead and just retire after this match, bro. Good Lord. 2 days till you take that curb stomp through a cinder block. Because WrestleMania, we're almost at WrestleMania. Here's one. F Triple H, F Donald Trump, F Roman Reigns, F anyone defending this, and especially F you Hulk Hogan. Good Lord, these people are broken. So right here, Yeah, showing Phil Brooks with his trans rights bullshit. Again, Phil Brooks being a left-wing nut job doesn't change the fact that I think he's entertaining, and I like watching him wrestle, and I like watching him on the mic, and I followed his career for a long time. Him being a left-wing nut job means absolutely nothing. And then we're just going to let it play through. These people are just going to continue to just screech and cry and whine. Look at this. These people are like, a lot of this stuff is like really, really effed up, the stuff that we're seeing them say about Roman Reigns. And it just shows you how quickly their broken little brains can be flipped and twisted. And these are the type of people that the media, the mainstream media, loves to manipulate right here. I want to show you some other stuff right here. Look, what? Good Lord, these people are crazy. So right here, you mean to tell me Roman Reigns, a married Christian man with 5 kids, doesn't support progressive degeneracy and the destruction of the nuclear family? I better post a photo of CM Punk supporting trans 3-year-olds to cope with how angry I am. Every liberal wrestling fan this morning. Yes. And seeing this is so freaking good. My dislike of Roman Reigns just shot up to an all-time high. Wrestlers can show support for a criminal like Sammy Punk, or wrestlers who can show support for a criminal, but Sammy, Punk, Becky, Liv, and Seth Rollins all have to be vague as fuck about their support of Palestine. So let me get this straight. So you're upset because Roman Reigns supports Trump, right? Guess who's in the WWE Hall of Fame, you fucking weirdo? Donald Trump. President Trump. 6'3", 224 pounds, chiseled from rock. An alpha male who, if was not president, could probably be WWE, almost a WCW, WWE World Champion and UFC Champion at the same time. But you better be lucky that he's making America great again, because he would show you how shredded he is and take both of those championships and then unify the UFC and the WWE, something even Brock Lesnar couldn't do. But yeah, Triple H says that Roman Reigns is the biggest needle mover on the ticket sales side of WWE. Maybe currently, I would believe that. Again, I'm not really the biggest fan of Roman Reigns as a wrestler, but he's no Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin will always be the biggest needle mover in the history of WWF back when it was great. Now, you also have The Undertaker, who supports Trump. You have Triple H, who's showed support for Trump. Linda McMahon, who's Stephanie's mom, and Vince's, I guess it's still his wife. I don't know if it's ex-wife or not. Linda McMahon is part of the administration. Vince knows Trump. They have a good relationship. Yeah, obviously Hulk Hogan. I mean, hopefully what I'm hopefully seeing right now from the WWE, as I hope that they make a shift to be more like UFC. Because as we know, when Donald Trump shows up to a UFC event, it's a MAGA party. I would love nothing more than for Donald Trump and MAGA to take over the world of wrestling, just to make all of these weirdos cry and go to AEW. Go watch AEW. That's fine. And MAGA will be in town. The Hall of Famer, President Trump, will roll into WrestleMania this weekend. There has been not some speculation. We do watch parties over on our locals, Geeks and Gamers Locals page. We're going to be watching WrestleMania, doing watch parties all weekend. So if you want to become a supporter, come watch us over there. But some of our followers over there have been speculating, hey, Trump, Trump's been showing up to these major events. Could he show up to WrestleMania? He is a WWE Hall of Famer. I don't know if Trump would show up. I mean, TKO is involved now, so, I think that it's not that far off of the realm of possibility, but I don't know if Trump would show up. It would be fantastic if he did, just so we could see more meltdowns from people like this right here, where they could just cry and whine. And, yeah, like, look at this, man. Like, bringing up the fact that he's a cancer survivor. Oh, you're a cancer survivor, so now you're supporting Trump? What are you talking about? Like, seriously, I'm not saying that you have to agree with me. What I'm saying is that all of you people, the gender confused people, you pronouns and bio people, if you have decided to stop supporting Roman Reigns because of this news, you are retarded and you need help. You need help that is far beyond anything I can do. You need some serious help. And the meltdowns just continue, and it's glorious to watch. And I hope that Roman Reigns doesn't back down from this. Maybe he will. I don't know. I don't know anything about Roman Reigns off camera or anything like that. So we'll see if he does. He may back down. He may not. I don't know. It kind of depends. Like right now within the storyline, you know, he's got this whole storyline with Seth Rollins and CM Punk and Paul Heyman. I don't know if their goal is to make him a heel moving forward or a babyface moving forward. So I guess it all depends on what plays off of WrestleMania and the storylines, but I really hope he does not back down off of this. Time will tell. But yeah, you see all this. These people are just broken. I love it so much. So, yes, the IWC, the Internet Wrestling Community, really having a tough time right now because their tribal chief has an opinion that they disagree with. My recommendation is never pander to leftists, never pander to pronoun weirdos, never pander to gender-confused weirdos, because they will always turn on you over one singular opinion. Look at J.K. Rowling, you know, the creator of Harry Potter. I think that's how you say her name. She literally agrees with these fucking losers on 99% of topics. But there's one thing that she disagrees with them on, and that's the trans issue, and they want her gone forever. They want things done to her that I can't repeat here on YouTube. They hate this woman's guts. She agrees with them on 99% of all of these leftist issues, but there's one issue, and they have completely turned on her. Never pander to these freaks because they will always eat you alive. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.